What do you like to daydream about? Finding someone who loves me. Exploring exoplanets. When I get caught in a flashback, I've been turning them into acts of triumph, where I imagine I or someone else took actions that made the situation better. TW. Rape. Greater than. For example, earlier today I got caught in a flashback of being raped in the hot tub outside. I imagined that there was a knife nearby and I stabbed my abuser instead of letting him have sex with me when I was uncomfortable because it was at my parents' and they were inside. Less than. Then I imagine I'm with my boyfriend instead of my ex and we're simply hugging each other instead of sex and my ex is in jail somewhere far away. Cliché, but winning the lottery because it's the only way I can think of that would free me from having to work my soul-crushing full-time job. Hot sex with sexy men. Mainly series I've made in my head with settings from different video games. Also, actually being good at art. What it would be like to not have crippling social anxiety. Random scenarios involving people in my life. Not all of these scenarios are positive. I'm not very optimistic lol. But there are definitely some good ones thrown in there. I really don't know how to explain this better. I just think of random situations I will probably never be in and try to think of how it would feel to be in those situations. Food. Self-insert into fictional stories to point out why something is ridiculous or obvious betrayals. A bit like the old man. https u2.be/d2ank8wgjock. In the betrayal garden. Just yelling out obvious plot holes. Why a plan won't work. Or just spoilers. Had a sex dream about Henry Cavill. I think of it quite often. Best daydream to date. Traveling to new destinations. Racing on a giraffe. Saving my crush from a criminal or just sacrificing myself for the same reason. Entertaining with the entertainer I love. The next thing. Always the next thing. So much so that I sometimes lose track of and underappreciate the current thing. Jumping off various tall structures. Results may vary. Lots of stuff, but quite often inventing stuff in my mind. Going on a huge trip through Europe, traveling across all the theme parks the continent has to offer. Then deciding whether to heavily document it. Or keep a low profile initially and only bring something up when it's relevant to an ongoing conversation about them. The time that I will finally be able to carry my pregnancy to full term and leave the maternity ward with a living baby instead of a bunch of documents and tests to run for the next time. Being happy. Caveth of sex. All of my friends and family secretly hate me, but they feel too bad to show it because of how useless I am. I'll just say it so no one else has to. Sex. Nothing. I live sitting there staring into nothingness and letting my mind go 100% blank. Not having to work. Stuff I cannot currently afford, like a house. Sex with Japanese twins. How my first time could go. What kind of side character I'd add to a show I watch recently. Brainstorm ideas for my D&D games. Depends on the day. My waifus. This video https://youtube.be/zl5newwhninu. Having relationships with people I don't even know. BEC0MINGA. Big shot. The silence of being non-existent. Girlfriend. Financial independence. Next D&D session. Fight scenes. About the freedom lots of money could provide. If I was a superhero. Dancing yellow triangle. Weekend. Having a house with a nice view and a deck and just sitting around. Really not a lot, but it's always random. Ick that this is weird, but for some reason I like to think about really depressing futures I can have when I'm really down. This is very weird because I probably shouldn't feel better, but for some reason I do. It's comforting in some weird way. Girls. Really sweet, kind, pretty girls that give me kisses. Cats. Having my own place away from everyone else. Not being under the thumb of a boss, a landlord, etc., etc. Ideally, I'd love to have a completely hidden bunker that I could live in so no one could bother me. Ever seen the movie 10 Cloverfield Lane? That bunker, except the entrance and exit, needs to be utterly hidden. Dash 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 dash. I also love to dream about hunting for gold nuggets with a metal detector in Australia. I watch a TV show about it and I just want to do it so bad. Becoming a pro footballer. Being in peace. Fake scenarios from my fave shows. Games not self-insert, mind you. My future goals takes me out of my miserable life and lets me be happy for once. Looking in the mirror and actually seeing someone who won't make me cry. A day I could find happiness in me or in someone.